I got some time. I need to let the world know this. I am the exact same individual from the day I was born till today. I do not plan on changing. I do not plan to treat people any differently than I already treat them. Like, there's nothing different about me from the time I was born all the way to now, other than just getting older. I am the exact same person. I might be a little more off, but you're not gonna be the same in life. Your life will happen to you, and you have to adjust accordingly. You know, so I try to be the best me I can possibly be. So I need people who are going to be the exact same person that I've known from the point I met them to the point we die, you know. And I say this because I had the strangest scenario happen to me, and I should have caught on to it 2 weeks ago. You know, I can't believe this is actually happening. I'm actually having this type of a conversation. But ultimately, I'm just telling y'all, ultimately, me and an individual who I've been friends with for a very long time, me and this person fell out. And I should have saw the signs. It's just that I didn't want to believe what I was seeing. As naive as that sounds to someone who is wise for their age like me, I was still baffled. I truly was. To sum it up in a nutshell, if you genuinely care for someone or genuinely like someone, like them for them. Don't like them because I can't believe this happened, by the way. Don't like someone because of what they got or what they doing and how they progressing. Like them for them. Because materialistic shit, that'll disappear. That always disappear with time. You shouldn't look at anyone any differently because of things they got or things they can do for you. Granted, we live in a more materialistic time than ever, but when you try to build bonds with people, especially over a decade strong, you don't suspect things like falling out or this weird scenario that I'm about to explain to y'all. You wouldn't expect this. Okay, check this out. Me and this specific individual, I ain't gonna drop no name because people are people, but me and this specific individual met in high school. And me being me and thinking who she was at the time, I thought she was cute, whatever, I shot my shot over a decade ago. Keep in mind, that's over 10 years. So she wasn't feeling it. She wasn't digging that. She didn't want to be friends with me. She didn't want to be romantically involved with me at that point in life. Okay, cool. You know, it is what it is. There's plenty of fish in the sea. I was probably on some fat shit back in high school anyway, so it really didn't even matter. So here we are over a decade. And over that decade, me and her became really good friends. Like, dare I say, a female best friend? I'm so much smarter now. Like, I would never go for that shit again. But what really stuck out to me was, I can't believe this. It's so hard for me to say this, but what really happened was that when I got a new car, all of a sudden she might like me more than a friend. The fuck you mean you might like me more than a friend. Hell no. No. One, we tried this as teenagers. You didn't like me back then. You didn't. There's nothing different about me other than I'm actually fighting now. I'm in the army now. I'm doing a little bit better on my own, like being my own man in the world. But nothing else changed. Like, I left the gym earlier today to go to work on my fight skills. Like, nothing's changed. Nothing. My method of transportation changed. I went from an old school truck, 1997 truck, to a 2012. I mean, that's it. Me working wherever I work at shouldn't really bother you because I'm still me. You know, like, why? Who waits over a decade? Who waits over a decade to shoot their shot with somebody who they shot over a decade ago and it didn't work? No one is that patient. If you gotta wait 10 years for somebody, you just wasted 10 years of your life. Someone logical, they're not going for that. No. I am the exact same person. I'm probably a little more off now. I probably need to be in a padded cell with the straitjacket, but make no mistake, I'm still the same person. I truly am. I just happen to get my foot in the door with my passion, which is fighting. So it is what it is in that regard. But it shouldn't take a new car for you to all of a sudden like me more than a friend. No, it's not happening. I'm not going for that. If I was younger and dumber, you probably could have got me, but I'm not going for that, dog. I should have caught on to the signs well over two weeks ago. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. Okay, so about 2 weeks ago is when I got the car. Now, I managed to get a deal from some positive divine entity, whatever you want to call it. Maybe God, maybe not, whatever. Maybe it was the biggest stroke of luck, whatever. So I managed to get this car out of trading my old truck, my old 97 Nissan Pathfinder, and put down $500 for this new car I got. It's a Chevrolet Camaro, okay? It's a Camaro, whatever. So she wanted to see it. This friend of mine. So I'm like, being we friends and whatnot. So I'm like, all right, cool. Next time I'm in town, I'll pull up. So pull up. She's in the car. She like it, whatnot. Okay, this is where it started to get weird. I asked her, would her friend like the car? Clearly a random question because I'm not really like interested in any of her friends at all, like none whatsoever, none. But here's the thing, it was a clearly random question and she jumped down my throat about it. She truly jumped down my throat. She didn't like that. Like, okay, first off, I didn't even ask them the question, I asked you. Like, it's not that deep, right? And then she kept fussing at me about it. I'm like, bruh, calm the fuck down. Like, I'm not trying to, like, jump on your friends. I didn't like them like that, and I'm almost certain they don't like me like that. So, like, it was just a question. Like, it's not that deep. I'm an acquaintance to them, so it's not necessarily more than that. Like, I don't want it to be more than that. I mean, that's not what I was getting at. It was just a simple question, and she real deal jumped down my throat about it, and I did not like that. I really did. So yeah, I started pulling back. Now keep in mind, she's a woman, so maybe she was just feeling a type of way, maybe signs of a cycle coming about, whatever the case may be. I truly just don't care. I don't. That doesn't justify you jumping down my throat over a question that I didn't even ask nobody. Like, I asked you, I didn't ask them, and I didn't like that. It made me want to, like, unfollow those people. I'm like, oh no, like, you're doing the most right now. I ain't going for it. But she apologized about it, and I let it go after that. That was the first sign. So the next sign, what really started was starting to stick out to me was how she started. Well, the second sign was how she started acting, like how she started physically acting. She was never really a huggy kind of woman, and that didn't bother me. Like, I mean, we were friends, so it didn't necessarily bother me too much. Like that, no, that was just a homegirl, you know, whatever. But she started being a little more huggy than usual, a lot more huggy than usual, and she started getting upset when me and her wouldn't hang out, or when I would plan to do stuff and not necessarily do it with her. Like, I had a guy, me and my two brothers, we had a guys' night out. Not my bloodline brothers. Like, if they see this, I wasn't necessarily talking about you two, but my homies, like my homeboys, like they like brothers to me. So whatever. We had a guys' night out, and we went to a club that I ended up going to a club with earlier this year for her birthday. So I called her real quick, tried to see how much money it was. So I called her real quick to see how much money was at the door. She told me, woo, I'm like, all right, cool. And then she said, are you about to go there now? So I'm like, okay, yeah, me and my two homeboys, you know, we having a guys' night out, so we're trying to have some fun. And she jumped down my throat again. Like, bruh, no. Why are you tripping about me having a guys' night out? You're not my woman, first off. Second, it's a guys' night out. Like, you don't have a dick. Like, you're not the homie. You're not the homeboy. Sorry, you're not. It is what it is in that regard. She's like, man, whatever. All right, bye. Do your thing. And I'm like, okay. Like, yo, you acting mad weird. But I was thinking, okay, it is kind of late. Maybe talking to her about this at this specific hour, she probably just cranky or whatever. But, you know, I just never minded. I always never minded it. And the final straw, what the definite telltale, was what took place yesterday. Okay, anybody who's a fighting fan, like a boxing fan, a fan of any type of combat sport, everybody knows Errol Spence and Mickey Garcia fought yesterday. So I went to Hooters to go watch it. Hooters in Douglasville. And she hits my line. So I'm like, okay, she probably just want to talk about something. So I'm like, all right, cool. So she hit my line. She texted me, asked me what I'm doing. I told her I was watching a fight. And she's like, oh, you at home? I was like, no, I'm at Hooters in Douglasville. And she brought up a topic. She brought up a topic about what I plan to do with my birthday. Because I don't know who really follows me on here, but I actually had a trip planned to Florida. I was going to try and do it maybe around my birthday, but what's really weird was she brought this up again. And what had happened was she had brought it up. She asked me, did I still plan to go by myself? And I was like, yeah, like my brothers, they, one of them, they got married on my birthday. So they're probably going to do some marital stuff, you know, whatever. And the other one, he's married also, and he probably going to have something else planned anyway. So I'm like, yeah, you know what, I'll probably just do this trip by myself. I don't feel like I need to go on a trip with a woman that I'm not necessarily romantically attracted to. You know, like, I feel like I'd just be wasting money. Like, if I'm going on a trip with a woman, I hate to be a guy when I say this, but I'm definitely, without a doubt, trying to do more than just, you know what I'm saying, check out the sites or whatnot. Nah. I'm trying to get cheeks. I'm sorry, you know, I hate to say that, but I'm definitely, without a doubt, trying to get cheeks. I'm trying to bust fruits. Fuck all the dumb shit. No. If I'm going on a trip, well, I'm sorry, it is what it is. Y'all, ladies, y'all don't gotta like it. I don't necessarily care. I'm not trying to do nothing with y'all. So what happened was, I just implied, like, if I just genuinely don't do that, I'll probably just do something else. And then she's like, what do you mean you'll just do something else? Like, so I reiterated, if I can't make the trip to Florida, I'll probably just plan to do something else. You know, is what it is. And then she made a very interesting statement. She said, it's funny how we've been friends all this time and nothing ever really happened with me and you. The fuck? I'm saying, like, I mean, we went to clubs before, we've seen movies before, you know, like, we've ate out a few times, like, you know. So I'm like, yeah, we did all that before. Like, like what you getting at? And then she was like, LOL, I might like more than a friend. So I deduced two things. Either one, I meant more than a friend, or she probably was trying to say like, I might like you more than a friend. Either way, she can't text worth a shit. Anywho, so I'm like, you mean best friend? Like, what you mean? And she's like, nah. I was like, do you mean romantic interest? Then she was like, yeah. I'm like, don't you recall doing something like this around the time we were teenagers? Like, don't you recall this? I do. And then she was like, LOL. No, she said, laughing my ass off. Laughing my ass off. Yeah, you right. And I was like, okay, now do you remember friend zoning me? So then she was like, yeah, and you stuck around my crazy ass this long. ... Why? I'm like, because we friends? Like, isn't that what friends do? That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, isn't that what friends do? Like, we've been friends for well over a decade. Like, I didn't think no more about you, like, romantically. Like, do you know how many females I've been involved with? You should know. I talked to you about them, like, a handful of times. And it's crazy how we're having this conversation ever since I got this car. Like, what is it about a new car that makes females want to act different? Like, dog, are you kidding me? You trying to shoot your shot with me because I got this new car now? Hell no. No. Everything started clicking in my head. Everybody was telling me, dog, she likes you. Dog, she likes you. And I'm like, no, man. But there it is, straight out the horse's mouth. LOL, I might like more than a friend. I'm like, she can't text worth for shit. She really couldn't. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? So I'm sitting there like, it all makes sense now. Like, of course, you as a woman who likes a dude don't want that dude talking to your friends, and then you're gonna want to spend more time with the dude that you may have developed romantic interest towards, and then you just straight up say it. So I'm like, yeah, everybody was right. She may like me now. Like, I hate that I had to get a new car for you to think this way of me, but like, no. If I was younger and dumber, I may have went for it, but I'm sorry. I'm not going for none of that. So, unfortunately, I told the individual after that, this lady after that, you've been acting really weird these last few weeks. And I don't want to say it's because of me getting a new car, but the signs are there. I mean, me visiting, it's nothing new. Me hollering at you every once in a while is nothing new. Now you're doing the most. You doing all this extra shit, and I hate that you're acting like this. I truly do. But nah, I can't go for this. I can't go out like that. So I told her straight up, like, yo, I need space. You're doing a lot, and you're doing things I don't like. So, I'm gonna go left. I hope your hair thing works out. I hope everything goes well for you, but I gotta back off. What really blew me about it was I thought me and her were genuinely, platonically just friends. I genuinely believe that. And why? Who waits until someone gets a new car to all of a sudden hit him with the LOL, I might like you more than a friend? Like, why you didn't wait? Why you didn't say this when I had that old beat up truck that you didn't want to be seen with me with? What about when I had the old 2003 Buick? Like, you weren't thinking about me then. You used to talk my ear off about other dudes. And me being a good friend, I'm just sitting here just watching you blah, 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 blah. Basically ignoring every bit of advice I would give you about the dude. And then you run back to him and you're right back in the same scenario you were just in. So I'm like, what is the difference? Then I had to think about it. having I guess specific materialistic things like a new car is like symbolic. It's like symbolic of a status. So I guess, and this is just my hypothesis, this is my take on it, me getting a new car make her look at me in a very different way. So I'm sitting here like, don't look at me any differently. Like, I'm still the same person you knew since high school. Only difference is I got fuzzier, as you all can tell. I'm living in a house now. A really good job. I make like about $20 an hour, and I work 12-hour shifts. And I got a nice car. Everybody and their mama know I needed a new car. It's not that I didn't like the truck, but the truck was just getting too old. I was starting having too many complications with it. I couldn't even go in reverse in that thing. So I got lucky when I got this car with the trade. It shouldn't take someone coming up. I don't even want to say it's a come up. I'm going to say this was a stroke of luck. It shouldn't take me getting a little bit better in life just for someone to develop romantic interest. Like, if me and her and that individual like just met, like maybe I got her number yesterday and she started liking me, that'd be different because she met me during this time, like someone brand new. But you knew me since high school. You knew me since I had my dad's old El Camino. You know what I'm saying? So it shouldn't, nothing should change. Like, you should look at me the exact same way. Don't have romantic interest in me now. Like, there's nothing here for you. There's nothing. You shot that down a very long time ago. And I'm not trying to pick that rebound up and reshoot my shot. Absolutely not. No ma'am. And just like that, I fell out with someone I was platonically friends with for a very long time. And I hate that I had to start doing a little bit better in life for that to happen, because that looks really bad to me. Like, it shouldn't take a car, especially like a car like this. This would be an older model Camaro. Granted, it looks like the newer one, but at the same time, like, this is a 12. Like the 19, like that's like a brand slap new car. So it really shouldn't have took this happening. It really shouldn't have. And I hate that. I truly do. But this is the world we live in. And if I can just leave a bit of, I guess, light to anyone out there, if I could leave any bit of light to anyone out there, it would be know who your real friends are. A real friend, that conversation would have never happened. That was not what a real friend would do. A real friend wouldn't start viewing you romantically after you shot your shot with them over a decade ago. That's not cool, dog. It's not. And you're older than me, so I'm saying, like, you should know better than me. Kind of hurt a little bit, but I've been hurt way worse. And I hate that it came to this, but I had to cut it loose. Like, I blocked her number, deleted the thread in my messages, unfollowed her on social media, blocked her on social media after that, and that was that. Like somebody for who they are, not for what they have, not for what they can do for you. There should be genuine interest with that individual and you. Like, anyone who I've known, like, I genuinely liked them for them. I didn't care if they had a bike. I didn't care if they had to walk wherever they went. I didn't care if they had a nicer car better than mine. Whatever. Like, you are you. That's why I fuck with you the way I do, because you are you. Don't change on me when shit like this happens. Like, that looks really suspect to me. So I fell out with a really old friend over a car, because that's where it all started. A car. Like, I could lose this car tomorrow. Then what? I'm not going to be disrespectful. She's not. I'm not gonna address her as a bitch. I'm not gonna address her as a hoe. I'm not gonna bash her. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying, like, do anything to like slander her name. I could care less. I hate that it came to that. That was my dog, but nah, dog. I ain't going for none of that. That's all I got, y'all. I guess until next time. If I really got something else to really say, like, I'll do this. Usually I'm just taking blacked out shots and typing over it, but nah, y'all needed to see me when I say this. So that's all I got. But make no mistake, me and her are not cool no more. Nope. Best wishes to you. Deuces. I don't care.